These two surfaces are interchangeable, so either one. We're going to start on the bottom one here. Like to lay it out. There's going to be 2 warning labels on this. All right, so we have the warning label here. There's one here, one on the opposite end. We're going to take the spring, take the short end of the spring, hook it there on the left side of that warning label, and then we're going to go on this bottom area here in this notch, right to the left side when you're standing this way of this T section right here. I'm going to go to the opposite side, find the warning label, do the same thing. Short end of the spring, into the ring right there. We're going to go on the left side right here, like so. Once that's complete, the bottom section, you're going to skip 2 rings and then put a spring on. You're going to do that all the way through. All right, so the bottom section, jumping surface is on. We're going to do the same exact setup with the top jumping surface, and then we'll get them filled in here eventually. All right, once you get to this step, like I mentioned, it's the mirror image of the bottom right now. If you did order the PowerBounce accessory, this is where you want to jump in on that. This is a power arm, and then you've got the power hook right here. It's going to come with 64 extra springs, 64 extra power arms, and 64 extra hooks, power hooks. So the way you do the PowerBounce, put the ring up, and then you want to kind of come in down at an angle right there, and you want the top of the triangular ring to go into the top right there. And you're going to do this with all 64 openings. So once you do that all the way around, you're going to want to connect the short hook in here and put that right there. You don't want to hook the black power arm. You want to make sure the power arm is on the inside and the short hook is going to be on the outside here, just connecting to the triangular ring. Once you get that done with all 64, you've got the power hook right here. Go around and put all 64 in there. And then you're going to connect the long portion of the hook on the spring right there in all 64. And then you want to go around, and with the PowerBounce, what's cool about it is there's 3 different levels to it. Essentially what the PowerBounce does, it adds more tension to the trampoline, gives you a better outside perimeter bounce. It can handle more weight. It's great for those gymnasts, athletic jumpers, and you can adjust the tension. So that's just a step above the regular tension of the jumping surface, and you can step it up to number 2, or if you want the most tension on it, you can go to number 3. I recommend for smaller kids starting off at the bottom there, and then once you get a bit older, bigger, more competitive, you can go to that middle one. So you do that with all 64. All right, with this not having the PowerBounce, I'm going to remove these. And then what we're going to do next, I'm going to take the short hook and just connect it to the ring and let it drop right there. So I'm going to do that all the way around with the 64 rings here. All right, now that all 64 of the springs are hanging here, what I like to do is grab 2 at a time. And I'll go around and put them in here. If you have somebody working opposite of you, that's helpful. Going the opposite way. And if you need a little extra leverage getting these springs on, you can always take one of the springs that does come with an extra spring and hook it and pull that back, and that'll give you a little extra leverage. All right, so once all the springs are connected, we're gonna move on to the 8 pad sections here. You have 2 sides of the pad. You can see the bungee sticking up here. On the bottom side, you've got the T-anchor portion of it. So the way we wanna line them up, we've got this flap in the center. We wanna get that over the leg section. There's 8 bungees, there's gonna be 8 leg sections. And we're gonna line this up so that flap lines up here. Doesn't have to be perfectly center, it won't be, but you want it over that area. And we'll go around and do that with each one. All right, all 8 pad sections are laid out. Double check here that this flap is above the leg section here. And next we're gonna go on the bottom side of the pad, and this is where you have the T-anchor portion of the bungee. We're gonna wrap it around here, and then we're gonna put that anchor back through itself there. And we're gonna do this all the way around. All right, all 16 bungees are connected to the frame now. We're gonna go around with the pad connectors. It's Velcro here. So I'll take the bottom side, place it down below there, and then I'll move this over and push it down so it connects to the Velcro. And then I'll just put that top section right here as well. And I'll do that in all 8 locations here, connecting each one of them.